Yes, you can unmute. Okay. And ask you to share your desktop. Yes, I see it. Hello. Can you share your presentation?
Yeah. And share my desktop.
There is delay.
Yes, it's on live.
Yeah. Okay. And okay. Just one more guy. Let's see. Start. Okay. Anyway, just. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for coming today. I know it's a little bit late. Outside it's very hot. So hopefully it will be an interesting topic for you and you'll learn interesting things today. So today I'm very happy to have Omori-san with us.
Hello, nice to meet you. こんにちは。はじめましての方。Nice to meet you.
So we have the privilege to explain us about cognitive services in the latest developments, what's going on. Very interesting area, and very quickly developing both in Azure Cloud and other cloud providers as well. So definitely something very interesting to check. And after that, depending on the time, I'll give like some my opinion what is interesting in Azure this month, like what are the developments, and also I want to talk a little bit about Azure functions.
Good.
But with that, let's start with Omori-san and cognitive services.
Yes, let's get started. Well, again, good evening. And I think most of you are nice to meet you, probably. And have you ever heard my sessions probably in Japanese? Or no?
If you have the chance,
especially not English, because I think it is my first time to talk about cognitive service in English. So please forgive me if I have some stuck or some missing some translations. And I am Microsoft evangelist, and maybe I don't know why it doesn't work. Okay. Now. Let me introduce myself. And my name is Ayako Omori, and I'm an evangelist in Microsoft Japan. And I'm mostly working in Azure area, and especially in this this year, I'm working on cognitive services with some customers to developing some good experiences and some showcases. And I'd like to introduce some couple of showcases here after. But today, this cognitive service function, is very easy to use. So I would like to do as much as demos in for this talk. And I'd like to let you know you can use very quickly and mostly free. It is very important thing. It's very cheap or mostly free you can use. So please bring that knowledge or skills into your home and please use that in your new application or creating great apps from today, probably. So let's get started. And how many of you ever heard
Thank you.
I'm very sorry.
No.
I hope I can. If anybody can hear. No, I
It's
don't have
okay.
to do that. Yeah,
It's
okay. Let's think. Please get back to my slide. So, most of you are very new to cognitive services. Let me talk about this overview. And what is Microsoft Cognitive Services? I'm always introducing cognitive services as AI part or AI blocks because you can bring this function into your application very used via API. And probably Japanese people are tend to thinking, what is cognitive? It's a very new word to us, but it is like some human normal way of thinking, or like something looking at something and think something and do something like such as thinking, reasonably remembering something. That is the meaning of the cognitive services. So that our cognitive services also offers that kind of image analytics or language analytics, other research things, offers different things. And what is the point is you can use without building any prediction models, since it's that we needed. For example, if we would like to predict some images, we need to build ourselves some image analysis engines using like machine learning or other things. But you don't have to do, but you can do it automatically, or you can use our Microsoft technologies itself. Just so you can use the result. That is the point. So for this, and we have very much cognitive services, and mainly we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 group of services, and also all these are all APIs. Many. We have 34 APIs that we can use. A couple of recycling labs group is only inviting only, but you can use those by approaching to that team, and you can use it because it is offered by very pre-beta version. But a couple of some vision group or language group is already GA, general availability, so you can use it with SLA. So that, let me show you some examples. And it's very easy quick samples that you can do, you can create yourself. And have you ever tried or heard of how.net? Many. And what about caption potato? No. What about what.net? All right. Let me do some quick demos. So you know how.net already. So yes. Let me try the caption bot AI then. Right. So here is caption bot AI that you can do yourself if you like to. And you can upload or use these photos and just click to analyze it. And it gives us some introduction. And it says, I think it is a snow covered mountain. But it says, and try another things. Or probably I can upload a photo like this. And analyze it. Say, I think it's a slice of pizza. Not a slice, but it is actually pizza. So I'll do some feedback, like or something, and make it clear. And you can use like this. But you can develop very easy way. Cognitive. It is based on a cognitive services vision API, so you can just try comparing to API itself. And this, you can go to this computer vision APIs page Does it work? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, this Japanese version. I should try it. I should change to English. Here we are. Not yet. Okay, here we are. So you can see these tags or description on here. So cognitive service, if we send some pictures to your picture to cognitive service division API via API, it returns that descriptions or some tags. So if you have to make some caption with AI, it's very easy. You can just send the picture and got the result and just do it and show it in a web page. So it's very quick and easy to do that. And also the other example is What.net. Hello, it is very interesting things. And you can find, this can find this dog is the kind of this dog. It says Scottish Terriers. And I can check another example like cute dogs. And I'm looking for something Japanese dog. And probably Shiba Inu とか. I'm not sure how it goes. And use this photo. It says Shiba Inu in English too. And the most interesting part is like I can use which picture I should use. Like my picture. It says taxon. Well, it is very fun feature that this engine describes and analyzes this picture is human, so that they analyze in the other engines which one is very close to which characters. So just try for fun. I hope you enjoy these things, and it's very easy to use. For example, API core is very easy. This one is called what is an emotion API, but you just send your pictures, the APIs, and you can include the results. Very good. Or you can use some libraries. It is a sample of some C# libraries, and you can import some libraries as well and using and include this using this, and just recognize a thing, and we can get the result. It's very simple and easy. And I'd like to let you know about some pressing things because it is a very popular topics that I am very frequently asked in Japanese. So the cognitive services pricing is called per API call. Call is one transaction. I call it when I pass it to APIs, and it returns the result, and it is one transaction. And you can see the all API prices in Azure pages, and you can see it says detailed pricing details, and it says 10 transaction per minute and something, and the price can show. It's very cheap, and you can do some 30 days free subscriptions for all subscriptions at first, and also you can have some free tier subscription that is available from Azure portal. So you can use or develop your application for meantime for free. It is very one is a very important thing. Yes, meanwhile, yeah, you can use free quickly and meanwhile. And I So I'd like to introduce more individual APIs from now. Some interesting things. First group is a vision group. It is the image analyzing things, and we have 7 APIs right now. And I can show you some samples that intelligent kiosk that is available from on GitHub, so you can try by yourself. And I can do intelligent kiosk sample. You can download it as a UWP app. So once you deploy it, it is installed into your machines if you are using Windows 10 other Windows PCs. And it is a sample, quick samples, and we have a couple of demos. And for example, you can show some result and take the pictures. It shows some emotion result, and it says neutral, happiness, sadness. I should smile more. Let me try again. Like, yes, you got it. And the important thing is emotion API is make this possible to visualize your emotion, because you can show that with numbers, scores. In a scores, we can analyze someone's face emotion by scores. It is very important because we couldn't do anything about that before. So my several customers tried using that function that in shop, like some amusement park, that their customer is enjoying, or some customer are complaining, or some kids are crying or something, and they can find that was like crying. And the other sample we can show is like this interesting thing is it is cloud inside the example, it says, and it analyzes the people that they pass by from the camera, and it analyzes person, one female, because I was shown on camera, and analyzed 3 times, but unique user, one unique user, because just only me, but I did every 3 times, and it shows some score. Now is a score, so that you can use this sample you can use in-store some solution that I talked. Oh. Yes. Yes, I'm getting younger probably, and so I can change this to the here. I can show you all how you are recognizing. Yes, one or like this. Probably a little bit far, but yeah, recognizing. Yes, like this. Anyways, it is one quick example of things. And also, I'd like to introduce how to make Ariel easy emotion recognition app. And I think I should put it down on my blogs, but probably not in English. All right, then I can show you some demos for meantime. And I think it works on a sample working on a board framework. Yes, it is face an emotion recognizer, and I using bot framework and returns the face a emotion score result. And let me send my picture again. But I would say this, I should send a URL. Like this picture. I will send that picture URL like this and send her this URL and return the scores. It says in Japanese, but it says happiness 99%. Correct it, and I can show some quickly coding. The easier things. It says you can get more this part. Then you create some emotion service and emotion service recognize. I think there's some picture there and result images. After that, you can take the result to the p-value and take the highest one. The score comes between 0 and 1, and 1 is the most highest, and 0 is maximum, so that I can take the most biggest one and 0, and change it to the percentages, and yes, and service message, and send back to the users. It's very quick and easy.
Usually, how long is the execution time when you upload an image or video? How long does it take to get the response?
It depends, because it is emotion API. I mean, some of computer vision API and face API is working under MIGAs, so that is working under SLA, so the return it is covered by SLA. But emotion is not yet, so it depends. It takes probably a couple seconds. It depends per one call. Sometimes 1 or 2 or probably 3 or 4 seconds.
So we need to test.
Yes. Yes. So go back to the slide, and let me introduce some architectures that the emotion bot is working. It's very easy because bot framework offers some bot templates, so that I used that template and put install some C# plus libraries into it, and just deploy it on Azure, so we can access the free. It's very easy and simple, right? And everybody can use under 30 minutes, I believe. Yes. And also let me introduce this custom vision API with demo. It is a very latest and very popular APIs that you can build up your custom image recognition engine yourself. And let me show you the custom vision configuration page.
Dangerous pictures.
Yes.
Hungry.
So I'm already uploaded some pictures, like some food pictures that I would like to let this app to recognize some food. And I tagged already and create gyoza, meat, pizza, ramen, sushi, or something. And you can tag it by yourself. For example, I tagged this picture, like it is food and it is meat, like this. You can upload, you can tag it after or you can tag it when you want to upload. And you can make it studies. It returns the result. Like click this. You can go try. You can try this one. And I can find some meat, or I'll do it from my local files. If I choose some ramen, it should return food and ramen. Or you can try some sushi and returns some food and sushi. The important point is it returns some probabilities too, so that you can find programmatically it is safe or not. Sometimes if this number is low, it's not so confident, so that you can do out or try again if you need. So it is one of the points you can get some probabilities too. And if you can do such an engine yourself, you can build up the bot like this. For example, is that it working? Not yet. I built some bot that recognize some foods, and let me access to it. Like goes hello. I talk to my bot and return it. Let me input some pictures so that I'm going to send some great pictures. Good pictures like this. And it should recognize meat. And hopefully, red wine makes you eat more meat. And it offers some good drink, best match drink with it. Or you can put some picture that is not a food. It is octopus, but how it says, send me food or photo you are eating, so it doesn't recognize as food. Because it is Kanban. Well, I can make this recognize octopus too, but I haven't included this. So it is a different. If it is recognized or it doesn't know, so you can enjoy to use such a thing from some engines too. Yes, this is the custom vision API.
How big of a training set do you need for this thing?
Well, we can use just 5 pictures by each tags.
5 pictures for each tag?
Yes. So it's not much.
Okay. So it's based on like some model that's being pre-trained?
Yes. But it can't recognize 2 things at the same time in the same picture. Like, if you have some, how can I say? If I say pizza and meat in itself, but you can tag both into that, it is confusing.
Could it make it recognize different kinds of pizza? For example, let's say I've got margarita, pepperoni, and something.
I think it's possible. if it's recognized from the picture, so you can try that. And it is, let me introduce the structure. This food pairing board is very quick and easy to, it is very easy to. So it is now I can say that there are several ways to recognize the human face in APIs, and you have computer vision API, face API, and open APIs, and these all recognize faces, but it has some computer vision API is more normal one, and the face API is very specific, face specific, and it can do some basic function. And emotion API can do very simply emotion, but very easy to get the result quickly and easy because it doesn't have much result with in a return. So if you have to simply do some emotional synthesis. And if you don't use coding services, you can use video index. You can use some Azure Media Analytics. It has some function in it, and it has the same engines. So next one is a speech services. It means it change your talking, your speech into some text, or it makes some text into the voices. So we have some couple function. Voice to text is speech recognition, and the other hand we have some text to speech function too. And this both Japanese available, both of them available too. It's very important to Japanese people. And instead we have some other way to use such a speech function. It's Microsoft Speech. It is available on Windows 10. And I would say that I recommend to use Microsoft Speech if you're using this on Windows 10 because it's very, or if you use some voices app on iPhones or Android, you'd better to use that function on that OS. Not using a speech API because more closer function is customized into that OS or devices. It is important. If you can use that, it's better to use. But in other cases, if you need to use individually, you can use this speech API. And probably many of you also know about Translator, Microsoft Translator, and we offer some APIs too, and it uses in Microsoft Translator on a speech recognition side or speech to text. And language part, we have 6 things, and I'd like to introduce some language understanding services. It is a text analyzer that classifying what the user input to understanding, and not really understanding, but it's classifying to each group. And let me show you that with speech for some examples. And this is the English pages, and you can create up something like a page, and this time I want to use English page, English one, and it's also in Japanese available too. And you can import some useful usages from prepared domains. And I want to use some weather things because I'm also thinking of using some weather bot, weather forecast bot, and I would like to add some entities that we can take the date and time, like today, yesterday, tomorrow. So it is an intent is a group of that we'd like to classify the world. So it have this pre-built domains has some set of the intents and some entities that you can take from the messages. And it pre-built has some get-result function and get-result forecast. And I can show you some samples using this. And if you input these messages, Louis classifying as into this group named Get Weather Forecast. And it have some entities that it recognize some location. Or you can make this recognize tomorrow or not. Or Bangalore is also location, or Redmond is location, and you can input yourself. And let it trained to study because Louis is also pre-built already, and if once you get this studied, it runs very quickly and it starts to recognize and classify our input. And for example, you can it's still training. And I'd like to go with test. Training is let Louis engine studying some example of some sentences and this, classifying intents and entities. Yes, pre-built domains. Pre-built domain is just a set, just a template we can import, and we need to some customizing or not customizing, and we need to let it study. And I should say that in Japanese, the pre-built domain is not available yet.
Yeah, that is now. How easy is it to import your own domains? Because the problem with most of this kind of API is that you need to start typing in a lot of things. All the sentences and everything is just too much work. Can I somehow prepare a document, Wikipedia, let's say, and just import it and we'll just remove it?
Well, you can import in if you can fill into the JSON format, you can let it import it to the application and let it start. Let's get the study that sentences.
It's a JSON template.
Yes, you need to in a JSON format.
I wanted to mention here, like, so for example, Morrison, she selected some keywords like a Bangalore and Redmond. If she didn't do that thing during the training process, Louis will identify that these are locations and it will mark them as locations. That's why the training is important. And also, if you go to the GitHub repository, you see that a lot of the samples, actually the Louis models are imported in these GitHub repositories, like Morrison said, like a JSON. So basically, you create your own JSON, extract your own from your own data set, just follow the format, and import it with API.
Thank you so much. It requires me many trainings so that I want to use that I'm already built for sure. Like what is the
So basically, when you're serious, when you have like a multiple applications that you develop with Louis, you're not using this UI. This is mainly for not so technical people, just like a first interaction. But after that, I think you have like a more advanced development workflow where you probably get your data set internet from your organization after that automatically upload and verify for APIs.
Is there an API that can help you prepare those data?
What do you mean by prepare?
So let's say I have tons of emails. I just point the emails and it will prepare the JSON.
Interesting question. I'm not sure.
Because the hard one usually is you have a car, but you don't have the fuel.
Yeah.
One.
Yes.
So pair all those JSON stuff is tedious.
Yes.
So if there's some smart stuff,
Mm.
API that can do the dirty work for me, I go in and just validate. Oh, it's JSON goes right.
Yeah.
That's important.
When I was talking with like a data scientist or machine learning people, they said that this like what you won't have as an API, it's 90% of their work, tuning the data.
Yeah, it is
So
true.
it's like,
Yes, the data format is the
It will be
key.
killer feature API.
Yes.
Yes.
And by the way, if you train the model like this, if you input what is the weather like in Tokyo today, like that, it's recognized that it gets forecasts. And it's recognized Tokyo is weather location, and also the tomorrow is date time automatically. So that let me show you how you can get in a like an app. And did I publish it? Anyways, if you want to publish, you can access to this result and get a result. And so it has two parts. You need to some prediction part first, and the using part next. And let me show you what the result going to be. If you say what this way, like in Tokyo today, if I input that sentences, it says without forecast input. It classifies this sentence, and also it has some entities that are attached to today, or it's also gives you like some date because I input that. And today, so it recognizes it's 1917 07. It's very good function and features, I believe. And we can take first this JSON data format and build up your application using this. It is how this works to understand the sentences. And I think I found I'm taking many times. And these are ways. And let me go quickly. And we have the analysis function. That you like a very pre-built data analytics and using features. Like if you're using recommendations API, you can, if you prepare some customer data that who buys several things, you can get some recommendation that one of the customer, one individual customer should. You can recommend to them, or you can use some QnA Maker. It's very interesting products that it makes some Q&A bot automatically from some Q&A list on a website or PDF or any CSV data. It's very funny. It's kind of funny, and I'd like to do some demo. It's my last demo. QnA Maker. You can try some creating new services. I can go into it. Like service, and we can input some URL and FAQ pages. So I'd like to use some Azure FAQ page. Something like this. It is like FAQ about Microsoft support, and it says in Japanese, so I'd like to change it to English.
Does it support Japanese, the QnA Maker?
It does support UTF-8, but some understanding part is a little bit weird, honestly. So I can paste this FAQ pages directory. And that's great. And make some board features from that FAQ page. So that it first it makes some creates some databases at first, and if you go to the testing page, you can see it already contributed the bot and says what is my Azure Meetup. Support is available something. It returns some result from that, from some databases.
And inject this into Louis. That's the thing.
Yeah, you want this thing?
Yeah, it reads
Yes.
the website and figure out the structure.
But here the domain is like it expects this Q&A format, right?
Oh, it's a Q&A.
There is a question, there is an answer, so it's very easy model. Imagine that you give like any kind of data, legal data, with your like a custom domain data, with chemical information data. How does it understand and figure out everything?
Wow.
Yes.
That's what
Q&A.
AI is for.
Yes.
Yeah, well, QnA Maker engines doesn't seem to understanding or classifying these questions. Just I think it's searching into this Q&A thing.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's almost a key value there.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I'm trying some couple things using Louis and QnA Maker both, but probably it's better to use if you use Louis. The database is not in QnA Maker, but you can choose some Azure Search or just a simple database. It's much quicker and better for the combination of Louis.
Yeah.
But it's very easy functions, and I have many questions in English. I just wrote about this on my blog, and I have many questions in that English. The pages, so probably in English people will be very concerned about QnA Maker, I believe. I'm not sure, but I have a bunch of questions. Ton of questions in my English page.
I think this is more like a demo service, right?
Yes.
Very early stage.
Because it seems very quick and easy. Yeah, we can generate from FAQ pages or some list. So it seems to more easy to use, without any developing.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it is all my demo, and almost my introduction is finished. And I also have some search services. It has based on some Bing services, and it's already I think it's all available as GA, except custom search. And you can search this like sentences or images or you have also some auto suggest. It is like an input. Like an input, for example, if you do some input into your Bing page, like goes like cognitive, like this. It's a recommendation. Bing recommendation. It shows some sentences that you direct input. It is words. It does the. All right, then it is my last group of Azure services. It's called labs, so it is all under construction, but you can use as a beta version. And let me introduce some fun things. For example, the project lab is it needs 3D cameras, but it shows some demonstration and movement of the fingers and hands from just finger and hands. But you can make some gestures in front of the camera, and it takes very easy for programming, and you can use some like some games or some movement.
What kind of camera do you need? Just normal?
No, it requires some very high resolution camera, with 3D camera. It is.
How is this different from like Kinect?
It is. I've heard that it is similar technologies, but it's a bit different. And as far as I know, it's originally started not 3D cameras, but normal cameras. But it seemed to switch to 3D cameras. Probably. As far as I guess.
I see.
So that's why. But the technology is similar. And the other interesting labs, it has some project Johannesburg. It found some routing APIs that finds the best routing, something like, I don't like go with some very curved way, or I don't like to go with some bridges because I have a very heavy stuff on my truck or something. So you can find some each, conditions.
How about traffic information? Does it have traffic information?
Well, not sure. It's combining to some Bing maps. So some Bing, I think the Bing maps offers that function. And I honestly say that it's only available in US. It's not available in Japanese because, Japanese Bing map created by a Zenri or other Japanese companies. It's not adjusted to such a maps. In this project. Okay, all right, and this is all my explanation for today. And if you'd like to know about more content services, you can go to some of these resources, documentation or explication for some reports. Or you can join some communities if it's English one. And we also have some local community, Japanese local communities. So if you're interested, just ask me. And anytime you can go to Microsoft.com community. You can start with this URL. It's easy to some the pages that I show you today. So that's you should remember this. So it is for my explanation for today. So please use cognitive service, enjoy it, and please use it in your products. And one acknowledgement. We have some MVP program. Have you ever heard of MVP program? And we have some AI award categories from this May. And we had a newly AI awarded two person from Indra.
I think Japan has the most AI MVPs in the world.
Yes.
How is it possible?
Well, I found.
I
found. Well, there are 5 AI MVPs
in the world.
And there's 2 are Japanese.
So Japan is the most intelligent country.
Yeah, probably.
AI.
So please, let's end. And please, I'm waiting for these talented people. And please ask me if you're interested. And that is all for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All these API, you have to use it online, you use it offline.
We cannot use offline.
It's online.
Yes. We have some feedback. We usually have to use some face recognition.
Because sometimes you have sensitive data. Even my photo is very sensitive.
Yes.
Private stuff.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to upload it over the place.
Yeah, it does offer just API, so it's in
awesome.
yes, Meetup.
Most services now.
Morrison, may I ask you to
To bring you back
Yeah.
the access. Yes.
Okay.
And sure, I journal contact to
Okay. Morrison, I think it was very interesting, and it's